And we are live. Welcome back to another PT day. Now, I know it's been a hot minute since I've done the last PT, but hey, lots have happened since then. From EXO of the medical, now I'm CEO. And a couple things have happened. You can see my character has grown a mustache, very interesting. Actually, I cannot remember if we were Russians at this point or not. I assume we were. But if not, we switched to Russians. And the server switched over to Russians instead of the what called. I just make sure I have my loadout, just in case anything randomly happens. And no, I'm probably not gonna time it, but it is what it is, right? Also, you guys can see that I'm not in my medical outfit for my on base. That's a choice thing. I'm just not gonna wear that for this one. Probably should change my thumbnail for that, but it is what it is. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed like the most recent stream. I know that was like pretty short because it was just the promotion thing, but I kind of screwed up. I did not start streaming the actual op, not like it was a big op today. Like it wasn't, from my point of view, since I was on the second team, which are really just the scout team or the surveillance team. That's all we were doing, so my point of view would not have been up to par. Also, what would you guys think if I were to switch these streams over to YouTube Shorts? Because I believe I can reach more people through YouTube Shorts on this. I just have to set that up. Or I guess I have to switch over to that. I basically have it all set up for that. But YouTube Shorts might work much better for me, and yeah, I'm also trying to work on getting TikTok up and ready so I can stream on TikTok. If I do that, then I should be able to reach a lot more people. But if you guys do enjoy this, whoever that may be, and you're not in the server already, come check it out. It's a 5M Milsim. This is early in the morning, so nobody's gonna be on. But normally we're averaging on like the actual patrols, like 30, 40 people almost every day. Some days are actually development days, so the devs are normally like doing server restarts, fixing bugs and all that, but those are like once or twice a week. Another thing is, I don't believe I was this in the last PT video, but I'm staff. Actually, I'm a moderator. Pretty cool, yeah. So if you do come in here and start causing havoc, and you'll be either warned, or you're gonna be warned unless you break one of the actual like big rules. If you break one of those, then you're just banned. Sometimes you're banned for a couple days, depending on if you say it, or if you do something lightly. There is a possibility you can be banned for only a certain time, but otherwise you're pretty much banned forever if you break one of the big rules. So just, if you guys come here and follow the rules, you're gonna have fun. And I think the Russians are currently doing like, because they're kind of new, so they're doing, what is it, like interviews for like higher just commands in there, like officer roles or officer ranks. But then again, they may be doing just like drill sergeants over there also, don't know, but still that's higher than private, right? I definitely got to set up my YouTube shorts because this is gonna reach more people if I do that. I just have to figure out how to actually stream directly to YouTube shorts. I have not yet figured that out, and since I'm on Streamlabs, it's a little bit more complicated than what I used to do. Like, you used to be able to do on OBS, just something simple, but I've seen that Streamlabs is so much easier to use, at least for what I do. I don't actively try to have like transitions or anything, but I know that those are possible. And I don't do Twitch. Actually, for some reason, my Twitch account was minimally banned, so I don't have my Twitch account no more. Like I said, I don't know why. You guys can even go check it out, or if that's impossible. I haven't uploaded anything. I haven't chatted and used my Twitch in like way long. And it's not like I was getting, I wasn't uploading anything, so it's not like I could have got banned on anything like that. So I was just randomly banned on Twitch. Doesn't really matter. Not like I was on it much. Twitch is, I feel like less people go on Twitch anyways. So if I'm gonna do something, it's probably gonna be on YouTube or TikTok or something like that. Twitch is just for like big streams, and I don't really like to just like randomly stream for like 12 hours. I feel like I have done that once, but I don't know if it was on here or actually on my Twitch account, and it was like one of my first Twitch accounts or Twitch videos or Twitch streams. But it is what it is. That's crazy. Everybody calls this the Russell PT run. So, if I become a drill sergeant, which at my current rank, I think staff sergeant. So I'm definitely able to go into the drill sergeant school. Just they actually have to do one. Which I think Zach, the sergeant major of the Army, was speaking that he was going to do one, or he has already done some, just before me. But Sergeant Major Zach, actually, Sergeant Major of the Army, Zach, he was talking about joining the Navy. Actually, let's give you some backstory on that. So, recently, after the Russians were added, because it's kind of been like 3 weeks or something like that since the Russians were added, and they've kind of been like testing it out. Like a week ago, the U.S. Navy was introduced into this, right? As like a air force, basically, running off the aircraft carriers around the island. So we have 2, I believe, on the map currently. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. If you guys hop in and you guys want to see that, that is what it is. All right. But I believe there's one at the end of Fort Zancudo, which is where I'm at right now, and there's another one kind of in between the LSIA airport, or the LSIA and KO, like in the ocean. There's one over there, kind of like below the docks. And there's one over there. That's the main one that they keep using, just because they can attack KO, and KO is kind of like part of something too. I don't really understand where KO comes in this. If it's just an island controlled by the Russians, or what it is. People, like random people, keep making guesses of what it is. Nobody actually knows it. I haven't actually completely read the lore of the server, which is kind of ironic because I was wanting to write at the lore of the server. So now that it is up, which I think it came out like a week ago, I haven't actually read it. But anyways, the Navy is like the Air Force. They're using fixed wings, F-18s, A-10s, AC-130s. What else were they using? They have like a surveillance plane, or not. I don't know if it's a surveillance or like a signal jammer plane, or it's the big like plane with the spinning thing on top of it while it flies. I forgot what it's called. And they have that. I don't know if in the server when it's gonna get added, but I know that we should be getting I think an MQ-9 Reaper drone or something like that. Maybe like a script that actually lets us shoot drones. What's cool, like a cool thing that they added with the actual fixed wings and the helicopters in the game, is that they have sonar, or not, well, yeah, they have radar. So you can find any, or you can find in a radius of any aircraft that's that's in the air above like 150 altitude. But it is what it is, But with the fact that the Sergeant Major of the Army is switching over to the Navy, there is a word from him that they're gonna have to choose a different Sergeant Major of the Army, which I feel like that's pretty obvious. So maybe there's a chance that I'm gonna try out for that. Also, soon, anybody that's over E6 are going to be able to apply for the officer school or whatever it is, which that will give us the possibility of going to officer ranks, O1s, O2s, and O3s and all that. I don't think they're going to let us go over captain. I wouldn't expect it. Like, I would assume that we can't go over that high. Maybe major and stop there. I think I know the exact roles here, or ranks here. I might be a little screwed up with this though. Another thing you guys may be seeing is on this outfit. This is my normal on-base outfit. I don't have the what it called on this. Now, we're in a good point of the video. I feel like nobody's gonna watch it this far. So if you're watching this far, don't tell anybody I told you all this. But see that on my arm? No, you don't. It's hold up. You see that? You see that? It says Rangers on it. Yeah. I'm a part of the Rangers. Now, you didn't see that from me. Even though that's pretty obvious, or that's pretty public information once you join the army. And dog tags kind of show that too. And when I just mean dog tags, you just have to roleplay that you actually have dog tags, unless you throw them down or something. Unless you lose them. That getting the Rangers was very annoying. Very, very time consuming. I'm saying days right now to do those trainings. But it is what it is. Wonder when everybody else is gonna get on the server. Because I know people just start randomly getting on after, like, I'd say, like, right now, which is like 12:40 p.m. People normally get on after noon. Now, like, that's like 1 or 2 people, but like, I would say at around 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern, now we're up to like 10 people, and then when it hits like 7, it goes skyrocketing up to 20, 30, 40. And they've actually had to up the actual server threshold to 61 players, I believe, in the server, or 62 players in the server. Because we were getting like, during the last operation, we had like 50 people in the server. Or like 48 or something like that. Like, the previous threshold would have been maxed out. But that's like 8 Russians. So we definitely need more Russians in the server. Because, you know, we've had a couple meetings about this. But there's a problem with the Russians, right? Previous problem has been fixed where the Russians did not have a structure, but that's because before the Russians, it was like the Islamic terrorists, whatever they were, and they didn't actually have a like ROE or anything. They could just attack the US. They didn't have anything to follow. But the Russians, they're an actual army, so they actually have to follow these rules or have some structure of something, right? So that was a problem in the previous month that they were doing. So we were able to fix that. So now Russia actually has a structure. Problem is we don't actually have Russians. Like, we don't have enough Russians, right? Which is a big problem. So if you guys join this server, there's a good chance that you're going to get into the Russian armed forces and be a pretty good thing. Because eventually, what we want is, currently, the US are defending FOBs, and then the Russians are attacking. But we're in Russia, right? So we're supposed to be the ones attacking. US Army are the ones supposed to be attacking. So that's our problem, right? Because nobody is Russians, and it is what it is. Now, you may be thinking, why don't I go to the Russians? Because I have a lot over here at the US Army, right? I already have a lot. So if I switch over, I have a lot to lose. I'm the commanding of the medical division. Like I already said, I'm a ranger. And I mean, there's a lot more little things, but I'm not going to say all of those. Like, those are the main things, right? Those are things that, if I do join the Russians, sure, they have their SOF, and sure, they actually do have a medical division, or are looking for a medical division. But then again, I don't want to, because in my eyes, that's like becoming a traitor, right? So, another thing is, I wouldn't be able to do this. And I know the Russian actual base, like the physical base, it's much larger than this. And I don't want to run more. And also, like I said, in my last 8 streams of doing the running PT, this isn't actual for entertainment. This is like for just logging that I'm doing it. I know it's been like, I don't know, a month since my last one. But it is what it is. Right? It is. Let me see. My last stream was like my actual last. Oh, sorry. Doing this with one hand now. It's really hard to do. Alright, lives. Last PT was PT number 8 on April 5th, which that's over a month ago. I can't check how long it was like exactly, but April 5th, that's like over like 32 days, I think. Like not exactly 32 days, but like over that for sure. And I'm currently running, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna try to do it one-handed too. But yeah, if you guys want to join the server, and at like 12 p.m. or like anywhere before noon, I normally start doing this, or I used to start doing this. And this is probably not going to be like a daily thing. I'm going to try to do it on some days, but I'm not going to be able to do this every day. I got things to do. But if you guys do join, y'all can join me on the run, and we can make this like an actual like thing with like 20 privates, or like 20 people all running. We can switch it to using keyboard only, so we can all stay at the same pace. Or we can do a race and you use whatever you want. And I'll just use my TX admin to give me super speed. I'm just kidding. It'd be funny if I did 1 lap. Actually, that's what I'm going to do after this. Or after the 3 laps. Alright, I'm going to do 1 quick lap of with the TX admin speed. And y'all can see that. Which, we're about to be done with the second one. This lap is probably going to be a slow lap compared to the other one. But I was doing stuff. I actually know I haven't posted in a while. I don't think I've posted a video in a hot minute, not gonna lie. But that's because I've kind of been busy with a couple things. I know I definitely haven't posted any shorts in a long time. Actually, April Fool's was the last video I've ever posted. So my last streams were a lot sooner. And I know like I did my stream lap last like promotion ceremony of the operation. And I tried to do the Fortnite thing, but that didn't work. That's because like Fortnite lags when I try to play it. Or not lags, but it slows my game down when I'm streaming it. It doesn't happen when I'm recording, but it only happens when I'm streaming it. So I'm thinking about just recording and then doing it, but the problem with recording, I actually have to like edit it. And I know I don't do like big edits, but I want to do big edits eventually. So I'm thinking of recording like primarily short content. I don't know why that was so hard for me to make or say. But yeah, I'm thinking of switching to primarily short content again, or making, like, posting like 30 short content, even if they're good or bad, because I still got like a whole bunch of views, even though I was only like, even though they were pretty terrible videos, I was getting like 300 views a short minimum, sometimes like 1,000 plus on shorts. And if I'm able to do like 30 a day, or even 10 a day for a month, that's 300 videos right there in a month. That's like half of mine, or that's like all my videos right now on my channel. Actually, it's a little bit over that, I think. But that's 300 videos minimum, and if like each video got like 100,000, or not 100,000, if each video got like 1,000 views, or even 500 views, and they're only short content, so like one of them are bound to eventually like blow up. That's what happened to my first YouTube short content that I was making with Spaceflight Simulator mobile. When I did that, it was blowing up. It started getting thousands of views. And maybe I need to go back into making those videos. The problem with making those is there's not much creativity you can do on mobile, because Spaceflight Simulator, like, computer is so much better. So maybe I figure out the streaming short content or vertical content for YouTube Shorts on Streamlabs for FiveM first, and then I will switch over to Spaceflight Simulator some days, make some of those streams, make some of those videos. Actually, I think I can chop up streams, so I'll make a stream, something like that, then I will post the video of the stream, and then short content, or put on another video, but probably just the short content, because I can get like Munch to do it. Can't remember how much Munch is, but I know it's quite a bit of money, so I don't want to do that unless I actually have to. But I know if I actually get it, I'll have like unlimited videos. I can do that too. I'll have like thousands of videos. Like, I will have 1,000 videos if I use that, which it's a good software, or a good website thing, so I enjoy it. Also, I still have 0 viewers, so I mean, not like this is gonna matter, but if you watch this afterwards and you hear this, I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was, but on there's a new app which I thought I was skeptical about, but I've been trying it out. It's a new like content app called Flip, FLIP, which is Foxtrot, Lima, India, Papa. That's the actual like thing. Those are actual military alphabet numbers or letters. So if you want to use or know that, but anyways, back to the thing. That Flip app is actually a app that is really profitable, right? I've already made like $19 just posting short content. It's like TikTok, but actually like pays you, and pays you quick for your views. Actually, speaking about that, I need to make a video or post a video. See how much. I've only made like $18 on there, but then I've also made like $47 in rewards that I can use during checkout, and it has like access to like basically Amazon, right? I'm definitely saving up on there to get money, or get like a laptop or something with the money, so definitely want to do that. Or you could just straight up cash out to like Stripe, which if you know Stripe, you can cash out to any card using Stripe. So it's really good. Like I've been on for like maybe a week on it, and that's how much money I've made. And then show me on YouTube, I've never made $1 on YouTube, and I've been on here for like 3 years now. So it is what it is. If I would have just started making content on there, which I may make Spaceflight Simulator content on there more, because I posted some like old videos that actually blew up on here, and they did decent. They did like 100 views, but those are the 100 view ones that are actually getting me money. So it is what it is. I also started posting like short content from here, or like from these 5M YouTube ones that I made that I actually have not posted on YouTube. But I probably can. I can just like transfer. But using Munch, it auto clips it and auto subtitles it, which is really good for me when I don't have much time to actually go through my videos, add subtitles, clip it up. And it also gives you like a whole bunch of random stuff that actually helps, like hashtags and ads, like adding other YouTubers that are popular in it and all that. It gets keywords that are actually popular, things that people are searching. It's really popular. So if you guys actually are YouTubers and make like long form content and actually want to like get into also doing short term, and you actually have like a whole bunch of random emails, you can get like a whole bunch of videos clipped up for free, because on Munch they have a thing like per account you can do like one you can clip up one video, and it gives you like 30 short content things. And if you actually get the pro version, it's like unlimited, but like unlimited videos you can choose and unlimited videos you can make. But that's what I was doing on it. And if you just have a whole bunch of like actual emails, you can make a whole bunch of accounts and have like a good amount of things. That's what I was doing on my Dungeon Crawler videos, which I'm thinking about making more videos on that. But I also do have another game that I can't wait to actually record when it actually comes out. I already have like a free contest from like a giveaway from the actual developers of it. So kind of cool. Actually, it was a contest because it was like a contest of like fan art. So I made some fan art for the game and it was pretty cool. And so eventually that game will be out. I know there's a demo, so if you guys want to know the game, it is called, I think, Roulette Dungeon or Dungeon Roulette or something like that. It's another dungeon game. It's kind of like Dungeon Crawler, but it actually has like consists with like a roulette table type of like attack feature, a turn by turn, or turn by turn base attack system. So you use the roulette, and like the roulette table has different damages. Like I'm not going to explain the actual game completely, but the attacking mechanism is pretty cool. So you can bet on like red, and that gives more damage on the red ones, but lowers the black and green possibility. Or you can bet on black, and that vice versa. And then, or you can just bet on like nothing, and whatever it is, it's like all halved, or like all like standard, and whatever. Like if let's explain that first. So base, you don't have to bet anything. That's like Like most I think you can get is like 8, but that's like 8 in like 6 things, or no, it has to be 4. It's like 4 and 6, but you only have like 1 or 2 zeros on the board. If you do red, I think you get like 4 zeros on it, but you also have like the possibility of doing 8 damage. And if you do black, you get the highest damage you can get there is 6, but you have 3 zeros on the board. So it's like gambling, right? You have the possibility of landing on more on a 0, but you also have the possibility of more damage if you do red. Right? Hopefully it doesn't rain.
Hey there, Southeast.
No. Jeez, bro. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Now, I'm hoping to at least stream maybe 3 to 4 of these PTs every week. Maybe. Now, if I'm not able to do that, I don't post for a couple days. I'll probably explain it in the next actual stream. Now, I think that was 3, right? That was 3. Right? That was a quick one. But now we're gonna do one quick one with super speed. Are you ready? Go. Maybe I can get this under 4 minutes. That's my hope. And this one I'm actually gonna do it with keyboard because this one is quite fast, so I definitely don't want to do this on controller. And I want to make it kind of like the same pace, so I have stand up the entire way. Now, I could go further and faster if I were to jump. But I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna run. So just keep in mind, if you're watching the actual stream, at the 36:20 mark is when I started running. Maybe at the actual 36:40 mark is actually when I started running. So I'm like already done with a good portion of that. I'm probably gonna do, or like, it's probably gonna be like a 6-minute run. Compared to my 12-minute runs, it's gonna be like a 6-minute run. Not like I'm optimizing. I could be optimizing, getting as close as I can to the wall, shortening everything. Look at my shadow. The game has a weird texture thing, gotta be honest. With like the shadows. Cause I've been like watching these like chain link thing the entire time. It'd be funny if somebody started watching it now, right, and sees just me doing this, and probably like, he's been doing that the entire time. What is he, a super soldier? Nah, bro, I haven't done this the entire time. Never. This is my fourth lap, but this is gonna be the quick lap. I'm like already past the halfway mark, or this is the halfway mark. I'm so close. Like, I've already done 3 minutes, alright? Or rocking up to that 3-minute, like, right now. So, it's probably gonna be a 6-minute run. Oh, wait, no, that's halfway mark. So, yeah, I would say we're rocking up to the 6-minute run. Maybe like 6:20. but my phone is going off crazy. If I were to jump, I definitely would be going further. And I could probably just jump over the entire fire station that I had to run around. So that would save me like a good 3 seconds, 4 seconds on that turnaround. Not like it's saving me a lot, but yeah, see, look how much I could have been jumping. If I would have just jumped like this the entire time. But yeah, this is like one of the perks that you can get to help you use, like, to help you staff moderate during like the patrol, or not just patrols, but like in the entire server. So if you guys actually do try to be staff, there's going to be, I know there's like sometimes with the more people that we get, the more staff that they let more, or like in, they do like staff applications for like 3 days, 2 days or something like that, and then they will actually like choose out of those who's the best option. Now I'm a senior moderator, so that's gonna be the entire PT run. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, like I said, this is only a what it called, me logging myself that I'm doing it. And if y'all do join the game, the server info is in the actual description. And if you guys do join the game, 1, epic, you know, and 2, you guys can join me on the Russell run. And yes, I did just crash that to stop myself. I'm gonna go right where I started, and then hope you guys enjoyed this, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.